Hello and welcome to Little Sue, and I am coming on because I have finished, plus we also have the next part of pages 4 and 5 of the journal. So this is what I have done. Now you see me stamping it out, and I said that I'd go and colour it in and then I'd be back to show yous before we did anything else. So that's all coloured in. I did start off with my fine liner pens, but as soon as I finished in colouring that leaf, I had a little accident and it actually went through the page. So I switched to colouring pencils and my gel pens. So I've got some nice lovely silver gel pens and the gold gel pen there, and that is a pink glitter gel pen, or it was purple. I'm not sure if it was pink or purple, but that's what I'd done. So that is that, all finished. So Collette said that we had to have a little thin bit of paper, which I think was 5 inches long by an inch. If I just get my ruler. I think that was right, 5 inches by 1 inch. 5 inches by... okay, mine's is just slightly bigger than an inch, but... so I think I did this with these, and I didn't know how I was going to fold it, but this isn't stuck on properly. This is literally just been held by a little bit of double-sided tape that was already on here. So the red came from a red Christmas envelope. I did actually keep a hold of the envelope, and then I used some gold mirror card, I think, holographic card, that was it, because the red actually matches perfect with the red pen that I used. And I used the die from the set, so that's the die there. Now I did ask Collette to make sure, because it matches this, to see if I could use a die cut to finish off my decorations. So what my plan is to stick this on here and then stick this down here, and then she gave us our second bit, which we were to make this little envelope, a little mini envelope. We could make it as big or as small as we wanted. That was entirely up to us. Yet again, I used the red from the envelope to make this. We were to fold it up, but we weren't to glue it. That was the one thing she did make sure that we understood, is that we weren't to glue it to actually turn it into a proper envelope. It was just to have the shape of a little envelope. And then we were to put it anywhere on our page. So my thought was I wanted it up here, and it was to be paper clipped on. So I do have a paper clip right here, and decorated however we wanted. So I have gone with die cutting, using the same die and doing the holographic gold. And I've done 2 because we're not just to decorate, we're to do all of it. So my thought was I wanted it so it was more that, like that, sticking off the page. So what I'm going to do right just now is actually glue this onto here, because I know I want this on here. Oh, my glue's not working again. Okay, give me a second and I will be right back. I have clogged my glue. Okay, that's me back. Hopefully it comes out this time. There we go. I think that's a little clog thing as well. So I want to try and get it as close to the middle as I can, this bit of paper. And having it so as it comes from there out the way like that. And what I do want to do is I do want to fold this part in so as that I can have it going that way, or I can have it going out this way as well, so that I can write on both parts. All I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to fold it a little square in half and just glue that bit right there, and then that's it. So that I can glue it like that and have it come out like that. I quite like that. So then that's my little hidden, hiding writing spot. Smooth that out. That I can open up either way then. As for these ones, got that one right there. So, oh, I think there's some, I forgot the backing was still on here from the double-sided tape. This was from something that I did a while ago. Put double-sided tape onto the mirror, the holographic gold card, and die cut a couple of things from it. And then what was left of it, I just put into my scraps pocket, my scraps basket, should I say. It's not a bucket, it's a basket. So that I could use it later on. But there's not actually that much sticky on it, because I did use some cheap now all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my hand first and take off some of the excess glue so that it's not like seeping out everywhere. And then put it on. Okay, it still ended up seeping out, but it's not as bad as what it would have been if I hadn't done that. And then with this one, I only want to do half just now. So I want a little over half going on the envelope in the bottom of it. And then the other half I'm going to put on the other side. And do the same again. Take some of that glue off the back of it.
Daddy, Jack's drawn on the board instead.
Daddy will be angry.
Okay.
So Jack and Sarah are actually playing outside, and as you just heard, Sarah came in to tattletale as per usual.
And Daddy said that he's going to be very angry at you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this dot off and then glue it onto the other side. And get rid of that glue. So that's that done then. So that's what the little mini envelope looks like. And then all Collette said is for to just add it anywhere we want on our envelopes with a little paper clip, because she hasn't quite decided how we're going to be attaching stuff at the minute. So she quite likes the idea of having some like pins, altered paper clips later on, but because this is just the first pages that we're doing, she wanted to try and make it a wee bit simple and easy for us. So the last thing that I need to do is I need to pencil somewhere on the page 4 and 5 so that we know what pages these are, because they're not sewn together just yet. And I'm just going to put down the bottom here. 4 and 5. Not, yeah, the camera's picking them up. And the last thing that she wanted us to do is we were to write somewhere on the page just a little bit of information about what we used. So I used the Hunky Dory Christmas stamp and die set. Now there isn't a name on this, so I don't actually know where it came from, but I'm pretty sure that I received this off Wendy Laurie. Quite a while ago actually. So I need to write down that I used that, and she said we're to write it in pencil so that when we do come to use it, if we want to, we can rub it out, or we can leave it in and like write over the top of it, or stick something on top of it that flips up or something. But it's just so that we know what we've made and what we've done. But that is it. So that is my first set of journal pages for Colette's challenge. I hope you like what I've made. Please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down in the description box. Let me know what you think about it. And I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.